is up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Full Body Strength. The name of the game with these workouts is to build strength. However, the twist is that we're going to do so with less weight. The science is clear that in order to build strength, you have to do more over time. You have to keep exposing your muscles to a more and more difficult stress, right? That's how they get stronger. The concept is called progressive overload. However, this assumes that you have more weight to lift. When you're in a gym, that's no problem, right? You got machines, you got weights, you got all sorts of stuff that you can use to continue getting stronger. However, if you're training at home like me, you might only have like 1-2 sets of dumbbells, a couple weights lying around the house, and so you might be feeling a little bit stumped about how you can keep getting stronger. Okay, so here is what we're gonna do today. Instead of progressing the weight, there's another way that you can apply progressive overload. Of course, you can keep progressing the weight on the same exercises to keep getting stronger. Option 2 though, and what we're gonna focus on today, is instead of progressing the weight, we're gonna progress the exercise so that the same weight feels more challenging. The way today's workout is gonna work is we'll have 6 exercises broken down into 3 supersets. Each superset alternates between an upper body and a lower body exercise. While your upper body is working, your lower body is resting, and vice versa. Repeat for 3 rounds for right around 30 minutes, a little bit over 30 minutes today. Something new, we're also trying out our foundations exercises. The idea is that every exercise in our workouts, as wild and wacky as some of them may look, are based on the same key compound movements, the same foundational movements, if you want to call them that. And so instead of rushing into an exercise that maybe you don't feel completely confident with, maybe you don't feel comfortable doing, instead you can focus on building a strong foundation. Then when you're ready, when you feel confident enough, you can go up to that progression. Okay, it's not about beginner or advanced, or doing some diluted version, some less than version of this workout. It's about building a strong base, then progressing when you're ready, when you feel like you can do so safely. All you will need for today's workout is yourself, your body, a bit of room to move around, a heavier set of weights. I will be using 15-pound dumbbells, a lighter set of weights. These are optional, but I will have my 5 pounds available in case I need to drop, as well as your optional team bands, which, ooh, maybe they're back in stock. These have sold out 3 times now. Every launch we've done, they've sold out. So the yellow and pink light and medium bands will be restocking on Friday, January 1st. The blue band will be, it's launching. This is the first time I've showed up to you guys on YouTube. We'll be launching for pre-sale in the store on Friday, January 1st. We have sold out of every launch we have done so far. So if you want to join the wait list, so you're first to know when they're ready to go, I would recommend doing that. I'll put a link in the description box down below. You'll get all the info, all the updates on when the bands are going live, but I can't wait to get these bands in your hands. I will be using the pink one that I just dropped, as well as the blue heavy band for today's workout. Anyways, they're optional. You don't have to use them, but if you'd like to grab yours, waitlist down below. I think that's it. So if you're ready to get started, make sure you shoot me a thumbs up and let's get into it. Getting into our first superset, we're gonna be supersetting the loaded skater squat with the dead stop row. These are the most difficult exercises in this workout. That's why they're first. Don't worry, we'll have foundations for each, but getting started with that loaded skater squat. So feet together, shift the weight to the left leg, come up on the right toe so it's out of the way, we don't have a lot of weight on it. Weights up in front of our shoulders. We're going to initiate the movement by lifting the right foot up, sitting back at the hips. As we sit back at the hips, the weights are going to naturally come forward. Continue to lower till that right knee is touching or just skimming the ground. Thrust forward through the left glute to come back up. That is a loaded skater squat. If you're looking at that like, oh heck no, what you can either do is drop the weight, do it body weight, or try this foundation movement. So same setup, weights on the left leg, right leg is on the toes, so not a lot of weights on it. Weights up here, sit back at the hips, weights come forward, lower as far as you can, but the beauty of keeping that right foot planted is you can use it to help you get back up, help you control the lower. We're still building that left leg strength and coordination, but this is a foundation you can use to work up to the progression. Okay, second exercise, dead stop row, feet together, weights are starting on the ground. Keep those shoulders forward and relaxed at the bottom so we have a bit of a pre-stretch through here. Big inhale as we exhale. Push those feet into the ground, pull the shoulder blades back, row it up. Reverse and repeat. Reverse and repeat. If you're not loving that, if that's a bit too much coordination for now, take it to a foundation, bent over row. Sit back at the hips, row from here. Okay, keeping the glutes engaged to stabilize the spine, avoid low back pain. I'm gonna go ahead, add my heavy band, because I'm feeling wild today for that skater squat, because we are getting going. In 3, 2, and 1, let's do this. right, 15 seconds to get into position for the dead stop row. So remember, feet together. Starting that pre-stretch on the shoulders. Taking it to a foundation if you need to, because we are off. Let's do it. All right, 15 seconds to get into position for our skater squat on the other side. So weight on the right leg, left foot on the toe, because we're getting going. In 3, 2, and 1, let's do it. All right, like that, we have 2 minutes before our next superset. So for our next superset, I'm gonna take off my heavy band. We will be doing rotational press to dead stop thrust. So here we go. Pretend I'm holding the weight. Feet hip width apart. If this is a regular overhead press, we're adding rotation. So the way that's gonna look is here, non-working arms out to the side, weight is starting in front of the shoulder. Inhale. As we exhale, we are pressing up. We are rotating through the hips by pushing through that back leg. Up here. Down, up. Notice how I'm not rotating my spine. I am rotating the hips. The hips are the powerhouse of your body. Squeeze that back glute to rotate them over. I'll show you on the other side real quick. Here to here, just like that, okay? So we're gonna be doing that if that's too difficult, if we don't love the rotation. Keep it here for me. Regular, no rotation, overhead press. Second exercise, taking it down to the ground into a kneeling position. Weights are starting just back around hip position. I want you to sit back at the hips with a flat spine until you feel a little bit of a stretch in those glutes. Grip the weights. Big inhale, load the glutes as we exhale. As hard as you can, all the power in those glutes. Thrust, transferring that momentum from the glutes to the weights, reset, repeat. Coming to a full stop between reps. I'm not using my arm muscles, all that power is coming from the glutes. If we're not loving that, take it to a foundation. Weights up on the shoulders, hinge forward, drive through the glutes to raise. So it's just here to here, do the foundation to build the progression if you need to. For now, we're gonna go in 3 seconds, so get into position for that rotating press, because we are off. Okay, 15 seconds to get down for that dead stop thrust. So take it down to the ground for me, sit back till you feel a little tension in the glutes, weights right around the hip position, and drive forward with all your might. Let's go. All right, 15 seconds to stand up, do that rotating press on the other side. So I'm gonna move my weight out of the way. Let's take it back up. I know we're getting tired, I know. We're gonna make it through this together. Grab your weight On the other leg now, let's do this. I feel like that one flew by. What we're going to be supersetting for this next one is a dead stop single leg deadlift superset with a low V chest press. So what we're going to do on this, holding our dumbbells from the ends. Okay, so instead of holding it like this, I'm holding it like this because we're going to use some kind of like bumpers here. So gripping our dumbbells, starting feet together, shift to the left leg, right foot up on the toe. You're going to initiate movement by sitting back at the hips and reaching back toward the wall with that back leg. Coming down till the dumbbells touch, pausing for a moment, coming back up, okay? Just like that. Feeling the stretch build in your hips, then driving the glutes to come back forward. If that is too difficult, if we need a foundation, what I want you to do, keep that right foot planted, just off to the side, so it's there for support. Our hips are even, weights in the same position. Lower till they touch, bring it back up. Lower till they touch, bring it back up. That's your foundation, so we can work up to that single leg progression. Okay, second exercise, low V chest press. Sit on the ground, down here with me, legs bent up, heels on the ground. Starting from upright, big inhale, exhale. I want you to get to kind of like a 45-degree here, okay? We're gonna grab our weights, starting with them right here. As we inhale, open through the chest, fill the belly with air. As we exhale, press the weights forward, compress the belly button to the spine. Really great chest and core movement. If we're having trouble with the breathing, with the core, take it to the ground with me for this foundation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. As you exhale, pushing that belly button into the ground. We're still gonna build core and chest strength, but for now, let's get going with that dead stop single leg deadlift. Come on. All right, from there, taking it down to the ground for our bent leg Loafy. What am I saying? Chest press. All right, so find your balance. If you're gonna do this variation, let's do this. Whew. 15 seconds to get up for the single leg dead stop deadlift on the other side. Okay, so shifting the weight to the right leg, left foot starting up on that toe, making sure we're holding our dumbbells by the ends because we are off. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Okay, complete your rep. We have made it through round one of this workout. Give yourself a little round of applause. Now's a great time to grab a towel, a tissue, some water. Do what you gotta do, because when I get back, we're gonna go on with round two. And like that, we are back for round 2. So as a reminder, we'll be kicking things off with the loaded skater squat superset with dead stop row. I know they're tough. We're gonna get them over, out of the way. So as a reminder, the loaded skater squat's gonna look like this. Shift the weight to the left, right foot is on the toe, we're gonna lift it up. Weights up here, sit back at the hips. Continuing to lower till the knee is touching, you're just hovering the ground. Thrust the hip forward to raise back up. If we need a foundation, same setup, just leave that right foot planted on the ground. Back at the hips, lower, raise, using the right leg as needed to support the movement. Second exercise, that bent over dead stop row, okay? So starting down here, nice pre-stretch along the back of the shoulder. Big inhale. As we exhale, press those feet into the ground, shoulder blades back, row it up. Reverse and repeat. If we need the foundation for that, no worries, okay? Sitting back at the hips, feeling those glutes engaged to stabilize the spine, row from here. It is okay if you need to make a foundation swap, because foundations are what we use so we can get to those progressions safe and sound. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my heavy band because we're gonna go in 2 and 1. Let's do this. To get into that bench over dead stop row. I don't even know what I'm saying. Feeling it, okay? Taking it down, getting that pre-stretch because we're off. Right heck now. All right, 15 seconds. Whew. To get on over to the right side for that loaded skater squat again. Give me a second, okay? Wow, this workout's tough. All right, so shifting that weight, bring those weights up. Because we're going right hacking now. So for our next superset, I'm gonna take off my heavy band. We're going back into that rotational press superset with dead stop thrust, okay? So feet hip width apart, move one of your weights out of the way. What we're going to do is non-working arm out to the side. Weight starts in front of the shoulder. Big inhale as we exhale, rotating through the hips, pushing through that back glute, press. Okay, I'm not rotating the spine, I'm rotating the hips and letting the spine follow so that we're keeping a strong and stable spine. If we're not loving that, the foundation is just a regular overhead press. No rotation, just building that single side strength. Okay, taking it down to the ground for the next one. For the dead stop thrust, one of my favorites for glutes. Starting with the weights back. Kneeling position. I want you to hinge forward so you start to feel a stretch in the glutes. Big inhale. When we exhale, I want all of the power that you contain in those glutes to explode forward, all right? Using that momentum from here to swing the weights up here. I'm not using my arms, I'm using the momentum from my glutes and hips. Bring them back down, reset. Come to a full stop. Inhale. As we exhale, repeat. If you're not feeling completely confident with that more powerful movement, let's take it to a foundation. Weights up here, leaning forward till we feel that pre-stretch. Thrust, nice strong contraction up here. Control the lower, feeling the stretch build. Thrust, okay? You got this. Remember, there is no shame in making a foundation swap. These are necessary. Foundations for progressions. Standing up, getting going, that rotating overhead press. Let's do it. Bring it down to the ground, getting ready for that dead stop thrust. Whew. Them glutes are about to be burning. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Power. Okay. We're gonna make it through. Let's stand it back up, moving one of our weights off to the side, doing the rotating overhead press on the other side, because we are off right heckin' now.
I have found new ways, but no, I can't be the one that you need. Yeah, you know what I've done in the past. Still you say you and I, we can last. I have found new ways, but no, can I be the one that you need? Then I changed my mind.
Okay, 2 minutes on the clock till we go into our last superset of round 2. Okay, we're gonna do this. It's flying by now. So as a reminder, first exercise is the dead stop, single leg deadlift. Holding our dumbbells by the ends so we can use them as bumpers to help us at the bottom. So here, weights the left foot on the toe of the right. Lift the right foot up, sitting back at the hips, keeping them low. Tap down, using your weights for a little bit of support as a bumper. Pause, bring it back up. Okay, if we're not loving up, if we feel like we're falling over, no worries. Take it to a foundation, so keep that right foot planted, just either beside the left or a little bit off and to the side. Back at the hips, use the weights as bumpers, thrust the hips forward, okay? Just like that, that's your foundation. Second exercise, sit it down on the ground. We have got the Loafy chest press, okay? So heels on the ground, starting upright. If the weights are here, inhale, open the chest, fill the belly with air. Exhale, pull the belly button to the spine, press the weights in front. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Okay, so I want you pushing those weights about perpendicular, okay, so like 90-degree angle here, relative to your body as we press them out. If we need a foundation for that, we can still build chest and core strength just from a different position. So take it down to the ground with me. If you want that foundation, hover the feet up. We're gonna do a big inhale. Still opening through the chest, filling the belly with air. As we exhale, you're pressing, the weights go up, but we're pressing that belly button to the spine, into the ground as we exhale. Okay, so nice strong position. What I want you to do is stand it back up. We have about 3 seconds. I'm adding my medium team band because I forgot it last time. For the single leg deadlift. Let's do this. Taking it down to the ground with me into that Loafy chest press. Let's get into position, grab your weights, have them at the ready, because we are going in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do this. Is tough, okay? But let's stand it up. I'm keeping my medium band on for the other side of these dead stop single leg deadlifts. Whew. Let's finish on a high note here. Finish that last rep. 2 minutes on the clock before we go into round 3. Okay, so grab a tissue, grab a towel, grab some water. I encourage you to, okay, because that was a really tough round and we're going into the final one. So when I come back, round 3, you and me, all right?
I just want to feel alive more. I just want to feel alive more.
And like that, we're back for round 3, our third and final round of this workout. You know the drill by now, you know what's coming up. So something I just want to mention is if you find yourself not getting a lot of reps, feeling like you're only getting maybe 3 or 4 reps on some of these exercises, that is okay. Our focus is on strength. It's on quality over quantity. We can do the fast reps. We can do all that later in the week when we're doing other workouts like HIIT workouts, high intensity workouts. For now, you and me are focusing on strength, building that foundation so we can work towards that progression, get stronger over time, work smarter, not harder, all from home. So as a reminder, we're gonna be supersetting the loaded skater squat with the dead stop row. You know the drill. Here's our loaded skater squat. Here is our foundation, keeping the foot on the ground for support. Here's our dead stop row, just like that. If we need the foundation, come up a little bit higher, shorten that range, and row from here, okay? I have gotten about 4 reps on each leg, each round for this skater squat. I am feeling tired, so I'm just gonna do my best to get 4 reps again. I want you to bring your best effort. This is the last time. We have to do the skater squat for today. So if you hate me, if you hate the exercise, let's at least go out with a bang here because we're getting going in 2 and 1. Let's do this.
I've been running on the freeway. I just want to feel alive more.
Muscle it. Use some elbow grease for that last one. But moving to the dead stop row. Let's go. Remember, each of these exercises, last time we're doing them for today. Got a little bit of time to wait for that skater squat on the other leg. I hate these, but I love them. They make me feel strong. We're gonna finish strong because we're gonna go on the right side. All right, heck now. I kept 4. I really had to fight for 4, but we did it. So I'm gonna take off my heavy band. Oh, thank goodness. She is a challenging, nasty lady of a band, but she is gonna make me strong. So next superset, we're going into that rotational overhead press. You know the drill. You know that your glutes are the powerhouse of the body. So we're gonna use our glutes to rotate the hips as we do. That press is going overhead. Just like that, okay? If we're not loving it, we want that foundation before the progression. Right here, no rotation. Just focusing on one arm at a time, building that strength, okay? Second exercise, dead stop thrust. You know the deal, low kneeling position with me. We are putting those weights back, hinging till we feel that pre-stretch in the glutes. Big inhale, because we are mustering up all our power here to explode forward, okay? The power from the glutes drives the hips forward, that momentum drives the weights up. I don't want you feeling this in your arms, okay? Alter here, baby. If we want to do the foundation before the progression, start with the weights up here, lean forward till you feel that pre-stretch. From here, thrust the glutes, nice strong contraction at the top, control the lower down, feeling that stretch build, thrust it up, okay? You got this. You know the drill by now. We're not lifting with our ego. We're not lifting with comparison in mind. It is you versus you, me versus me. We're all on our own journeys. Make the foundation move if you need to the progression if you're ready to. Because we're gonna stand with that, move one weight out to the side. We're gonna go in with that rotational press. Okay. If you are hating this workout, you're so ready to be done. Me too, okay? My bum, when she's on the side of my head, you know I'm feeling it. So let's load it up for that kneeling dead stop thrust, because we are off. Dumbbell out of the way. Let's stand it back up to finish this dang rotating press on the other side. I get a little angry by the end of my workouts. I'm ready for it to be over. Let's bring that weight up. Let's rotate away. Before our final superset, our last exercises of this workout, okay? So we have that dead stop, single leg deadlift, using the dumbbells as bumpers, holding them from the ends, all right? So you know the drill, shift the weight to the left, lift that right foot up, reaching back with the right foot. Touching down as little bumpers, hold for a brief pause, bring it back up, okay? Something I wanna mention, if you're using a band, even if you're not, we don't need our leg all the way up here. That's not doing anything. It's okay if your leg is literally just hovering off the ground, okay? So it doesn't matter how high that back leg is. Second exercise, the foundation for that. Keep the right foot planted, just do it from here. Second exercise in the superset is the Loafy chest press. Taking it down onto the ground, starting here, heels planted, slight lean back. We're going to hold the weights Open through the chest, fill the tummy as we inhale. As we exhale, okay? Belly button compresses, weights press forward. Core and chest. Making sure to sync your movements with your breathing if we need the foundation. I know this can be a little bit tricky if you struggle with core control, so let's take it down to the ground. From here, hover those knees up. Inhale, open through the chest, fill the tummy with air. As we exhale, we're pressing the weights up, but pressing our belly button into the spine, into the ground. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. A more foundational way to build that core strength, build the coordination between the core, the chest, the breathing, all that jazz. For now though, let's take it back up. Let's put on our medium team band because we're gonna go in with that single leg deadlift in 3, 2, and 1. Let's finish strong. Finish the rep, take it down to the ground with me. We're getting ready for that Loafy chest press. This is hard. It's a really hard exercise, but it's the last time we gotta do it, okay? So let's finish strong. Here we go. Okay, stand it back up. I know, very last exercise in this workout. I'm crying sweat right now, but we're gonna finish this together on the right side with this dead stop single leg deadlift.
You should wear a name tag.
Okay, like that. Woo! Put your weights on the ground. Sit it down. Lay it down. Do whatever you want to do because you made it through. All right, pat on the back. Round of applause. That was a challenging workout. Oh my goodness. I like to put the toughest exercises first, like the skater squat, and I have been training those more lately, but I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say this. I swear they don't get easier. They are just as challenging as when I started. Of course, I'm adding the band and the weights and all that jazz, but my, oh my, that really challenges your entire body and humbles you. When an exercise can be challenging with just 3 or 4 reps, you know it's a keeper. So, I hope you enjoyed today's workout. I hope that you liked the foundations focus of some of the exercises that I shared. I really do try to be intentional with my language, intentional with the instruction in these workouts so that you can build the strongest base possible. Keep progressing safely, effectively, work smarter, not harder. You know that's what I'm all about. That is what I try to show you, lead by example with. So if you did enjoy today's workout, make sure to shoot me a thumbs up. Maybe let me know in the comment section down below how many reps you got per side. Give me like your best number, whatever, on the skater squat, or if you did even the foundations of it. I got 3 to 4 reps on the skater squat, depending on the side, like throughout our sets, whatever. Let me know in the comment section down below because I had trouble with that one. As a reminder, we are doing a huge band restock of the pink and yellow light and medium bands, and, ooh baby, the heavy bands, this gorgeous blue, this is so heavy, are finally going to be available on the site for pre-sale. All right, so More info on all of that will be in the description box down below. We have sold out of our bands every time we launched. So your best bet, if you want to make sure you can get your hands on the team bands, is to sign up for that wait list. You'll be first to know when it's time to go. I'll send you an email. All the details will be sent to you. My brain, she's not returned to earth yet. I gotta go get some more water. I gotta wipe down. But I'm always happy to work out with you. I'm always grateful to work out with you. And I can't wait for our next workout together.